welcome back to the vlogs. The weeks have truly flown by, truly. It's already April by the time I am recording this, which means we're not in Q1 anymore, which also means that I have an upcoming sale. It's going to feature pieces such as these on the screen, and it's also going to probably feature some of the pieces that you're seeing right now. A lot of them are experiments, a lot of them are one-offs, they're going to be super unique, I probably might never do them again, you get it, that kind of vibe. So mark your calendars, it will be on April 18th. I repeat, April 18th. Please subscribe to the newsletter as well. It is at the top of the description, or you can also visit selinaceramics.com. I will be sending out a kind of visual and descriptive pricing preview, but that only goes to the newsletter recipients. So if you'd like to find out what exactly is going to be on sale, I would recommend that you sign up. And it's like kind of like a super secret club right now because not everyone is signed up. So highly recommend. Anyways, on to the actual content that I've prepared for the voiceover. I don't actually know if people are like this too, but I generally throw very thick and trim a lot off. And this is particularly important and relevant for the pieces that need structure. Porcelain is very like soft, very, quote unquote cream cheesy. It needs a lot of structure. So for things that need to be carved away, or things that need some sort of cantilevering, kind of like my UFO pots that you're seeing right now, I will throw very thick, and it will look real ugly coming off the wheel head, but that's okay because I trim a lot off, and that's just my process. So, all right, so in this video, throwing wise, we got three things. We got a bigger UFO pot for a 4-inch nursery pot, a couple of small UFO pencil holders, and also a large catch-all trinket tray base for my upcoming commission, which I'll explain probably next week. And also I trimmed these UFO things, which I think is always kind of interesting to see, because like I said, I throw very thick. It's actually a very time-intensive and body-intensive process to trim these pieces, these guys. So while you watch me trimming, I'm just gonna do a little high-low what do you know. My high is that we hung up all of our frames. They've been sitting in a box for months, and we finally hung them up, and we also got new prints. Maybe I'll show that another time. My low is that I have not been journaling. I am still recording my habits every day, like kind of when I'm sleeping, what I'm doing that day, if I cook that day, etc. But no actual entries, which is really tough for me because I think I was trying to improve that part of my life, habit-wise. So I don't know, it's just been hard for me to find the mental capacity because I've just been terribly busy. But the year is moving along, so I really need to get back to it. All right, and then for my What Do You Know this week, actually a What Do You Know segment from a few videos ago, I don't remember how many videos, but a few videos ago, was that I had written a book when I was in elementary school, quote unquote book, right? It's not really a book. It's like a long fiction essay, essentially. My childhood best friend watched that video and found it in her records somewhere because we love print. This is why we print stuff and we don't do digital all the time. And sent me pictures of every page. And so I have them now. I have not read all of them. I read the first page and then I was like, oh, I really should just put this in the videos just for fun, like I'm obviously like laughing at myself, and I don't think that I wrote very well when I was 10 years old, right? But I think it's very fun, and sometimes, some weeks, I just can't think of a What Do You Know, so this is now my new segment, which I'm calling The Invisible Museum. Museum. Chapter 1. Ring ring. Hello? Answered Amy. Cartel residence. Amy. Mitch, what do you want? Amy, can you call James and Carrie? I want you three to come to the library, Mitch said desperately. Why? When? Inquired Amy. I'll tell you later. Come now. Mitch hung up. Amy flicked back her long blonde hair and finished putting on her mascara on her green eyes as she dialed her friends' phone numbers. She repeated Mitch's message and got permission to bike to the library and stay there for the rest of the afternoon. Mitch was waiting impatiently at the public library's front door. Good, you're here, Mitch breathed as the rest of his friends arrived. I need to show you this book, and I want to ask you guys something. Like what? James asked as he adjusted his glasses covering his blue eyes. Scratching his blonde hair, he looked at Mitch. Wait, I know that look. You found an adventure. Am I right? He added as the four friends walked into the library. I think you're right, James. But now I think that I know what this adventure is. Is it about that I Am Island that you told me about last week? Carrie asked as she retied her black ponytail. Carrie had almond eyes and contacts. Yes. Ever since then, I've been looking for a book that describes it. Apparently, there isn't a book, but just a paragraph. It's in the Book of Scary Islands. I just checked it out and I want to... Oh, hold on. Let me find the next page. I just checked it out and I want to share it with you guys. The paragraph isn't what you would expect, though. Mitch smoothed down his long blonde hair and slipped on his reading glasses as they sat down at an empty table. This is all it says, Mitch said quietly as he opened the book to a bookmark spot. He whispered aloud. The I Am Island was and still is a beautiful island, although looks can be deceiving. The first explorers explored the island in the 1900s and tried to start a new city. The problem was that as soon as the city was finished and new generations were started, people started disappearing. No one can explain why, and the island is now deserted. We wish not to ever speak of it again, and we are not. We are never speaking of the island of death again. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. I don't know. This is like kind of exciting. Like I feel like there's a good hook here, right? Like something's going on. I had something going on. Thank you guys for watching. I know this was kind of more like a voiceover podcast type situation, but I kind of enjoy this because I feel like there's less pressure for me to kind of perform on the camera. So let me know if you liked it. I hope that you guys are sticking around to listen to the Invisible Museum book. You deserve a Kuma video for making it to the end. Keep making things, keep being creative, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye!